Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a drugstore look. This is the finished look here, but I will show you how I get it done throughout this entire video. Please hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell below, or if you're on your computer, just up to the side, whichever side, not sure. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on your way through as well. And share if you want to share with all your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. And let's get on to this look. So the first thing I'm going to take is my NYC New York Color Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer, and it's supposed to even skin tone. So this is what the bottle looks like here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it and smooth it all around my face. The next thing I'm going to take is the Essence Color Correcting Sticks. So this is what they look like here. This green one is Say No to Redness. So that's just what it looks like there. And that's just what the tip looks like. And then the red one says Say No to Dark Circles. And the tip of it looks the same as the green, just in a peachy pink color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this all over my cheeks, since that's where I have most of my redness, and along my nose. And then with the... I look like I have war paint on. And then with the peachy pink color, I am going to take it and put it underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to take my wet beauty blender and I'm going to blend this all out. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my Maybelline Fit Me, and it's the Hydrate and Smooth formula. And basically, because I have the dry patches on my skin, I prefer something that has more of a dewy glow to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dots of it all around my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with the big part of my beauty blender, just to get a nice even complexion. So make sure when you're blending out your foundation, you want to go down your neck a little bit so it blends in with your neck, and you want to go in your hairline in this area. You want to blend it into your hairline in that area. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to do some concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Erase Dark Circles. So this is just what it looks like here. And basically what you do is you just twist. So I'm going to put it underneath my eyes. I'm going to highlight my T-zone area, my chin, and then I'm going to blend it out with the small part of my beauty blender. Now this color, I could probably go lighter, but I believe this is the lightest color that they have. This is called Fair. There is other drugstore products that I have used, one of them being a couple NYX products. They have a couple different kinds of concealers, as well as I have used the Fit Me one as well. It's almost the same color as this, so it's not too much of a difference of my skin tone. And then I've also used a Wet n Wild, their makeup sticks. I've also used them as my concealer, and that works really well. That works really good as well. You can also use concealer as an eyeshadow primer if you don't have one. But if you do have one, you can use that, of course. But when you just make sure when you are using concealer as an eyeshadow primer, you powder it down with a finishing powder. And I will be doing that after I blend out this. The next thing I'm going to take is the Rimmel London Clear Complexion Clarifying Powder, and it is in the shade Transparent. So this is just what it looks like here. See if we can get in focus. This is what it looks like, and it's basically just a translucent powder. So I am going to take my big fluffy brush. I got this brush from Walmart. It's by Still Spa Essentials, and it is called their powder brush, and it's number 001. So this is just what it looks like here. It's a big, powder's coming out. It's a big fluffy brush, and it has like a little indent in the handle with just some silver accents. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this brush into here, and I'm going to powder around my face so I make sure everything sets nicely. And then I'm going to take my Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush here, and I'm going to conceal underneath my eyes. Never stop screaming, never stop feeling. So the next thing I'm going to take is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. This is just what it looks like here. Basically, I'm going to pop this on my lids, and I'm going to push it around with the tip of my beauty blender, or you can use your finger. It doesn't matter, you can do either or. I prefer my beauty blender just because I feel it gets a little more even. So I just pop on a dot around there. So I'm going to take my NYX blending brush number 17. This is just what it looks like here. And I am going to take this top color of a NYX palette I have right here, and I'm going to set my entire eye with it. So I'm going to sweep it over the entire eyelid. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows just so I have an outline of where they are. As you can tell, my eyebrows are very, very, very light colored. And I'm just going to take a spoolie and I'm going to brush them out. So I just like to brush them up and out. I am going to take the Essence Make Me Brow right here, and I am going to sweep it through my brow, and then I'm going to take my Maybelline New York Master Contour palette in the shade light to medium, and I'm just going to use my contour color as my eyebrow color, and I'm going to use my I have an angled brush here just to do that. So let's get into it. Vintage palette today, and the first color I'm going to use is this color right here, and I'm going to put it just above my crease right in this area. So I'm going to do one eye, and then I'll complete the other eye off camera, and I will be back to do the rest of the face, but I'll walk you through the first eye, or just ignore that whole part. So I'm going to take this color right here on that same brush I used to set my entire eye, and I'm just going to sweep it just above the crease in my eye. And that just makes for a good transition color and other colors for to be able to blend onto. Now the only thing with the Essence palette I find is that it has one matte shade out of the entire thing, and that is this nude color right here. Oh, just put my nails into it. Do you see that? Do you see that? I just put my nail into it. Got all over my hand now. But this is the, anyways, this is the only matte shade out of the entire palette, and it kind of, I wish there was more, but there isn't. I'm now going to take this greeny shade right here. It's like a light green shade. And I'm going to pop it just in the crease itself, just to give it some dimension. And I'm going to blend that in with the color just above the crease. Now I'm concentrating most of the colors on the outer corner of my eye, and I just prefer to do that way with my eye shape. Now I'm going to take this next brush again and I'm going to blend it out. So I'm going to keep with this smudger brush that I'm using, and I'm going to dip into the dark brown there, and I'm going to go into the V of the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to go into a V shape in the outer corner of my eye. So I'm now going to take just a flat shadow brush, and I'm going to go into this shiny white color, and I'm going to just pat it onto the lid of my eye. And then I'm going to take that first blending brush that I had, and I'm just going to blend everything out together. And if you feel you need a little more pop in the corner of your eye, just add another layer of the white, and then blend again. Now I'm blending with a very light hand, as I like to have a lot of white with the concentrated color on the outer corner. And that's the eye look that I have. So I'm going to go finish this other eye, and then I will be back to finish the rest of my face. So the next thing I'm going to do is my contour and my bronzing of the places that I feel like needs to be a little bit warmed up. So I'm going to take my Master Contour palette from Maybelline, and I am just going to use the contour shade out of it, as it isn't too dark, it isn't too light. It's actually fairly good for my skin tone, especially with how white I am. I'm not a fan of the blush or the highlight. I find these two are a little more chalky. Like, I have used the blush in the past, but I would prefer to use, say, a Wet n Wild blush over this blush, or a high-end blush I would rather use. But it's not a horrible blush for a drugstore makeup. A lot of drugstore makeup I find is getting better and better. but I'm going to just use the contour shade in here. And what I'm going to do is now this isn't a regular contour brush, this is actually a powder brush, and it's just a flat top brush. It's by e.l.f. And it's just their powder brush. So I'm just going to dip my brush in there, just get a little product on it, and then I'm going to contour in the corners, along the temples, and underneath the jawline. And when you do underneath the jawline, it just helps you get a more defined jawline than say you would have with like right now, right? And then I'm going to also contour just down the sides of my nose as well. So here we go. Every part of the darkness is filled with your heaven, a miracle that I can't believe. When you put your arms around me, I feel my world start to breathe. You're the breath that I need. So now I have the contour done. Like, it's not the darkest color contour that I've owned. My go-to contour color, like bronzer contour color, is my Benefit Hoola bronzer, but for a drugstore, that's actually pretty good. I have used other ones in the past that I've liked, and there is some that I do want to try out from the drugstore. If there is actually any that you recommend, please put them down in the comment box below. I would love to go buy them and try them. So the next thing I'm going to do is my blush. And this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Pearlescent Pink. I'm just going to take my EcoTools blush brush, and I'm just going to dip in there, and I'm just going to do like little circular motions going up towards my hairline, and then blend it into your hairline. Do the same with your bronzer as well. You don't want to have that white hair, like the white line around your hairline, and you don't want to have that line around your cheek or around your neck. So you also want to blend that into your neck. But yeah, here's the blush. So the next thing I do is my highlight, and I have two different highlight things here. The first one I have is the Physicians Formula in Translucent Pearl, and this is just what it looks like here. It gives off some shine. It's not a very bam highlighter, but it also comes with a little brush in it where you can just go boop boop boop. I probably won't ever use this brush as I don't really like those brushes. I'm going to stick with my other brushes that I've bought. And then the other one I have is the NYX Strobe of Genius Illuminating Palette. Now this one was my first highlighting palette I ever got, and I use mainly these two shades here on either side of the big ones, as the middle one's a little too dark for me. In this golden color I only use when I'm doing a very glowy look, so today I would probably use this one. I'm actually going to use this one today. I'm not going to use this. This is actually a really good one though if you just want like a little light glow for an everyday look. So the brush I use is the e.l.f. blush brush for my highlight. It's just a small tapered brush, as you can tell here. And I just go I coat the brush on each side, and then I just kind of sweep along my face and then up on my brow bone. And then if you want, you can go right underneath your brow bone. But can you see the highlight at all? Yeah, like, I love this palette. It's worth the money that you pay at the drugstore. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go put some eyeliner on, as I don't have a drugstore eyeliner I actually like. I have an eyeliner from Sally Beauty that I use. So I'm just going to go put that on, and then I'll be back and we can do mascara and lips. So I'm back, and I am going to use this CoverGirl Total Tease mascara. It's the new one out from CoverGirl, and it has the really interesting wand. So on one side of the wand, it's just little teeth, like a normal mascara wand, and then on the other side it has this little ball point, and it actually helps get into like the corners and like the very like edges of your eyes. And the little brush on the bottom actually helps you do some of your bottom eyelashes. I don't usually do my eyelashes on the bottom as they are very, very long and they smudge easily, so I just put eyeliner on my bottom, on my waterline on the bottom, and then I take it up into the top. And then I put mascara on just the top lashes, so I'm going to do that. So this is the mascara, and all we have left to do is the lips. So what I like to do is I like to take a makeup remover wipe, and I just like to wipe off my lips so it has the lip stuff has a clean slate. So the color I'm going to put on my lips is Monte Carlo, and it's the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is it right here. Some of these colors are a little patchy and some of them aren't. This is one of the ones that I find is not that patchy. So this is what that color looks like. So to finish off this look, I am going to use the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Now they do have a matte one as well. I just prefer the dewy because I do have the dry patches on my skin. So you just shake it before you use, and then there we go. And this should help your makeup last and set all day. I have noticed a difference since I've started using my setting spray. I do want to try other ones, so if you have any suggestions of ones you like, please put them down in the comment box below as well, because I want to try so many different new things. So thanks in advance. So this is the completed look, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope the video was very informative. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions, please put them down in the comment box below. I've got a few suggestions so far, and I look forward to trying those out. And if you have any more, please comment them below, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye!